Hello and welcome to another Test Alliance Please Ignore weekly highlight. This week started with more cleanup duty in the Paragon Soul region. If you can believe this, after 3 months there are still towers and citadels demanding a purge. The mining drama continues. While players are struggling to adapt to the new belt spawning system, there's always a special snowflake cherry-picking belt. How will this end? I had the pleasure of interviewing one of Test FC's Farmstink. He had this message to share to our capital industrial pilots.
Work walls are nice, right? They're really cool assets to own. If you want to secure that asset properly, there's a few things you can do, right? First of all is ask people for a fit that makes sense. There's a few people in the Alliance who brag about the fact that their fit can probably tank a few dreadnoughts at a time and can probably tank those, 40-man Talos gangs, at least until they get neutered out, for quite a while. And that's a good thing to be able to brag about. Find those people, ask them for their fit, and be like, okay, maybe I should fit it like this. Yeah, it's a little more expensive than just a straight up, T2 poor fit for a Rourke wall, but it's a good fit to have because you can sit there and face tank the whatever shows up to kill you, the whaling fleets, right, while you call for an FC. The second way to keep yourself safe is to be watching intel, and not every Rourke wall that dies gets intel fast enough because sometimes a wormhole gets rolled right into your system and there's nothing you can do about it. But intel is an important tool, and people should be watching it, and they should be cycling down when nasty stuff comes into our space. Step 3 is, if a Rourke wall does get tackled, we do have a procedure in place to make sure that it gets untackled and saved. Familiarizing yourself with that procedure is probably a good thing to do. The first thing that you want to do when you're tackled in a Rourke wall is not go poke your corp mates and be like, hey guys, want to help? First thing to do is probably to hit up an Alliance FC, find one that's willing to come save you, and get a fleet together fast, because response times aren't 0. We have to form. We have to wake up sometimes and finish drinking our coffee.
I hope the roll call pilots hear this message and do their best to learn from it. I probed Farmstink further about other interesting stuff, and I found out about the adventures of our Predator squad. Have a listen.
So our Predators directors announced a deployment up to Vale a little while ago. They've been really successful. They've been bragging in their own channel about forcing NC and PL renters to leave, right? Corps are leaving their renter alliance now and actually looking for other places to go make more peaceful ISK. They're getting cloaky camped non-stop by, especially by, XXX Aunt Jemima, but but a whole lot of cloaky camping alts with hot dropping capabilities. It's pretty brutal. So we've been camping Vale, Tribute. I think they're even looking in Venal, Tenal, all the places that NC.PL and their renters are trying to make money fast with Rourke walls and super ratting and everything else. I mean, they've been doing things like dropping polarized bombers on excavators to kill them quickly before they can be pulled in. It's been a very successful deployment for Preds.
That wraps up this week's Test Alliance Please Ignore highlights episode. Make sure you subscribe and see you next week.